Phil Evans with Bay Area Lifestyle, and today we have a very special guest for you guys. We have Phil Caulfield, who is a loan officer, and he's here to talk to you about mortgage and loans 101. Kind of let you know everything you need to know so that you can understand them better, understand better whether you can get one or not for yourself, and I'll let him take it away. What I want to do is move into the loan process. A lot of people don't even know where to start. So let's just do a real quick thing here, if we could. Let's talk about what the first, 4 or 5, I think black's smarter, 4 or 5 things we're going to do. So these are the steps to buying. We'll just say that. Okay, so the first step is what? They have to go in and see.
Talking to a lender, yeah.
Okay, so you have to talk to a lender. And what do you want to get? You want to get does it matter?
Well, like we talked about before, the first step is pre-qualification.
Pre-qualification.
And what that usually entails is, the first step I always do is run a credit report, because that tells you right away whether or not you're in the ballpark.
Okay, so they're going to have a credit report if they do pre-qualification, right?
Correct.
Now, we get scared a lot about how many times we have credit reports ran on against their credit, and we've heard that will affect it negatively if you have too many people running credit checks on it. Do you know, does that credit check affect your credit? Does it hurt to shop around for loans?
When you get a credit report done, there is points do come off, but you have to get it done, so that's just one of the costs of,
it's just kind of one of those
looking.
things. When you're shopping around, does it affect your credit badly to shop for multiple loans or anything like that?
There's two different stories on that, and I don't know for sure, but I've heard that if you shop with a certain type of lender, like a mortgage lender, within a certain period of time, that it doesn't, after the first inquiry, it doesn't affect your credit. But I've also heard that that's not true. So
it's hard to know.
Yeah,
but you need to have it done. So
yeah, you definitely got to get it done the first time.
Okay.
But
so let me ask you, pre-qual, that'd be the first thing. You wouldn't move right into a pre-approved, or would you jump into a pre-approved first?
Well, I think if you are pre-qualified, the loan officer has told you, okay, it looks like you're in this purchase price ballpark.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to get pre-approved is what I would ask.
Okay. So it would be better if you were willing to get pre-approved, right?
Correct.
Okay, cool. That's a P. All right, so then the second part is, after you get pre-qualified or pre-approved, knowing that pre-approved is the better way to go about it because you'll know for sure what you can actually afford, then you want to start shopping for homes. Okay, that's when you contact me, and we do a couple of different things. We sit down with each other, we figure out exactly not only what you're pre-approved or pre-qualified for, but what's your dream lifestyle? Where do you want to live? How big of a house? What kind of a house? Things like that. So then from there, we find the house, and if we're going to make an offer on a house, we have to at that point be pre-approved, right?
You don't have to be, but
Okay.
in this market, if you're not pre-approved, you're wasting your time.
Okay, cool. So let's assume that we are pre-approved then. So I think, that's probably the most important one. We want to be pre-approved. And then step 3, we found our house, we're ready to make an offer. What do we do at that point? Do we come talk to you, or do we make the offer and hope we get it?
Well, what usually happens is Phil would call me and say, my clients want to buy this home for $500,000. Can you send me a pre-approval letter? So,
Okay. So then we get the pre-approval letter. Yeah, not the best handwriting, I know. But hey, I'm a guy. Okay, so then we get the pre-approval letter, and then we do that with the offer, when we submit the offer. Okay? And then, let's say we win the offer, okay? So the sellers come back and they say, yeah, we'll accept your price, and we see that you have the ability to take out a loan, and we're ready to move forward with that. then what happens?
Well, at that point, we've already had your paperwork checked. If there's any conditions needed, such as a letter of explanation about something on your credit report, or maybe you forgot to give us a pay stub, we collect the additional documentation.
Okay? So we get additional docs. Okay?
Also, at this point, once you have an offer accepted, we order an appraisal,
Okay?
which gives us the market value of the home.
We order appraisal. And appraisals are, this is going to be a test for my spelling, huh? Appraisals are a different topic that we'll cover in another video because those can be a little scary sometimes, wondering if you're going to appraise, especially in the Bay Area market, where sometimes prices go well over asking. Okay, so then you get an appraisal, and then the house appraises, and then what happens?
After that, then hopefully we have all the extra documentation we asked you for. Then we get a final approval, and once we have the final approval, your file's sent to our doc department, where they draw up the final loan docs. Those docs are sent to the title company, where you meet with the escrow officer, and you sign all the documents. You provide the funds needed. Usually, the best thing usually is a wire, but you can also provide a cashier's check.
Okay,
Great. And then the docs get sent back to the lender. The lender checks everything to make sure all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed, and then they fund the loan. And generally speaking, after the lender funds the loan, then it records at the county the next day, and you're an owner.
wow. All right, so it's that easy, really. I mean, it's kind of technical, but a lot of the technical stuff is kind of behind the scenes, right? It's kind of like what you and I do. So it's not that bad. We have Phil Caulfield here, the loan officer extraordinaire. So give us a call. You'll find my information at the bottom. And I'd be more than happy to help you find your next dream home, as well as send you over to Phil to get pre-approved. I think that's the one we want to go with. All right, thanks so much.
Thank you.